This is a short story about Sir Kofi Missiso. I call him Sir because at the age of 10, I love music. I love music. So once we went to the beach, at the Mensagini beach, and as we were coming, we walked from Nima to the beach all the time. So as we were coming, we passed through the art center, and then I hear music, traditional music. So I went in and I saw a group dancing there. They are all, grown-up people, but they are dancing good with their women. Oh, they are very good dancers there. So I stand and watch a bit, watch a bit, watch a bit. Then I have idea that, wow, not knowing music is going on here. So if I'm free, you know, in a school that time we run a shift. We have morning shift and afternoon shift. So for me, if I'm free, I walk from Nima. We stay in Bakingota. So I walk through Nima and come to the runabout, pass in the back of the police station, pass behind the mobile filling station, then enter Rich area, then I pass in front of Papa J's house, in front of his house, and if I come to the street, on my right, then I can take the street, walk straight to where the National Theatre was built now, but then National Theatre was not built. Pass there and go and pass behind the National Theatre, go to the courthouse, and then after the courthouse, you go to the Ghana Lotteries, and then opposite Ghana Lotteries, Art Center. So I go to Art Center, I go and listen to music, and listen to music, listen to music, and walk back home. I've been doing that for a long time. One day I was going, I passed through a Rich Children's Park. You know, Children's Park, I pass through there because sometimes it's free, then I'll go and play a bit there, then I go. I pass by and I hear the same music I've been watching in Art Center. So I was like, oh, today they are here. Then I went in, then I saw they are performing a rehearsal. So I was like, oh, this is a different group, but they are playing the same like the Art Center people. So instead of going to Art Center, I remain in Children's Park. I watch them, and time to time, I meet them in Children's Park, then I don't go to Art Center. If I don't see them there, then I continue to Art Center. This is what I was doing at the age of 10, 11, I was doing that. So, as I get a chance to come to Europe, then I joined a group called AkA. That the leader was called Kofi Kwashi. It's in Austria, fell kick by them. So we were playing with AkA group. Then two people came from Germany. That is Raphael Kofi and Sami Achana. They came and then we met the first time. We introduced ourselves, and I said, I'm from Kusumbo, that's in Samuel. And he said he's from Katra Ballet. I think he's from Odehe to Katra Ballet. Then he told me a story about them. Then he told me about Sir Kofi Missiso. And I said, okay. Often, if I'm performing or giving workshop on festivals, a lot of European teachers used to come and ask me, I heard you are from Ghana. I say, yes. Say, do you know Mr. Mustafa Teteade? I say, yeah. Mustafa Teteade, I got a chance to know him because I was playing AkA group a bit, so I got a chance to know him. Then he said, do you know Mr. Kofi Missiso? I said, Mr. Kofi Missiso, I never met him. I never met him, but I heard his name a lot. And I've been watching his group since I was at the age of 10, 11. I've been watching his group. And he said, oh, very good teacher. He's the one I took a class from him, and I took a class from Mustafa. So everywhere I am performing or giving workshop in different countries, people approach me and they will ask of Mr. Mustafa Teteade or Mr. Kofi Missiso. But I always say Mustafa Teteade, I met him, but Kofi Missiso, I didn't meet him. So, as Sami Achana, we were talking and he told me that he's from Cultural Ballet. We were playing in the group for a long time. So me and Sami Achana, we became friends because we play one group together. And then, I think the year 2008, I got a phone call from Beda, if you know him, Beda. I got a phone call from him and then he said, Cultural Ballet is going to tour, but the leader cannot come. So if I can play with them, so I will take the part of Mr. Kofi Missiso. And I was like, wow, yeah, I know him since I was like 10 years old, but I never get a chance to see him or talk to him personally. But everywhere I go, people ask me if I know him. Then I said, yeah, I saw your leaflet that you used to go to tour in Switzerland, but every time you are on tour, me too, I have a program. So I couldn't get a chance to come and watch you. I could have get a chance to introduce myself to Sir Missiso then. But every time you are on tour in Switzerland, me too, I'm on performance. So then he said, okay, then in this case, we will have a rehearsal. And then in the rehearsal, I will tell you the time of Mike will arrive. Then you will pick Mike up and bring Mike to Lenk. We will have a short performance. And then after the performance, we will do a workshop there. So you can come back home. So the first time I went to Beda, it was after Baden. Then we went to Beda's studio with Beda and his friend. We went to do rehearsal. He want to see me how maybe I think he want to see if I can take Mr. Missiso's position. So we played a lot of things. Then Nagla, Palogo, Fume. We played a lot of songs. But he reached Nagla. I took a krobuto. As I took the krobuto, I feel some energy, but I didn't say anything. I was in me like, So I put the krobuto in between my legs, and as we start playing, in between the playing, I saw my knees were shaking. I was shaking. So after we finished playing the Nagla, I asked Beda, this drum is a special drum. Then he said, oh, this is Mr. Missiso's personal drum. This is the drum he doesn't joke with at all. And I was like, wow, I need to ask permission to this drum before I play it on the show. I have to ask permission. I can feel the energy of this drum. Wow, I was shaking. I think, did you see? I don't know if you see it. I was shaking. So then, time reached, and then I went to the airport. I went and picked Mike, and then we drive to Lenk. We have a performance. After the performance, I left Mike and Beda there because they have a workshop, and then I drove back with my friend called Della. He lives in London. He was visiting me also by then. So as we came home, it reached a time that we should go and do a rehearsal. So I met Mike and Beda, and we do rehearsal. Then it reached the kroboto again. I took the kroboto. I feel the same thing again. As I was playing, my knees were shaking. I was like, hey, this kroboto. So I told Beda, I think I have to pour libation before I can play this drum. I have to pour libation. But then it's kept in my mind, I think. So the day we have the first performance, we dress finish, we wear our costume finish, and you know Beda, he's a Swiss, but he speaks like us. He speaks like Ghanaian, and he crack joke. If he's talking, it's like a Ghanaian. We finish, we are going to the stage, and he was like, hey, Peter, do you know that you are Kofi Missiso now? And I was like, how? He said, yeah, if Kofi Missiso will be here, this is the costume he's going to wear. And so you are wearing his costume. So today you are Kofi Missiso. I was like, wow. Then I clicked my mind that, I said I want to do libation before I'll play this drum again. I didn't do it. And it's time for us to go to the stage also. We went to the stage. What song we are going to play? Nagla. For the first music we want to play is Nagla. And Mike told me that Sir Missiso's one of his favorite dance is Nagla, and the music is Nagla. He loved Nagla. The first performance we are going to do, and I'm going to present him, we are going to play Nagla. Oh yeah. We sit down, we start, it's very slow, I was cool, nothing happened. Then we reach the fast Nagla. Oh, I could feel the energy of this drum. I could feel the energy of this drum. My knees to start to shake again. I start to, me myself, I'm shaking. I don't know if Maida and Mike realized it on the stage. I feel heavy. So after the first set, the second set, I told Maida, no, I need to pour Labeshi before I go to the second set. So I went and asked for rum. They give me a rum. And then I went, and the first thing I said, Dad, I don't know you personally, but I've been watching you in the children's park since I was at my age of 10 to 11. I've been watching you. I perform and give workshop in many places. A lot of people used to come and ask me if I know you. Then I say, no, I never met you personally, but I heard your name a lot. I am now presenting you. I am taking your part now, and I would like to ask your permission that you let me play your drum, and you give me a chance to present you. Please help me. Let me have your energy so that I can play better, so that people who watch you before can see you in me. Because I wouldn't like that if you come for the next gig, people will then say, oh, the guy who come and present you the last concert, he didn't do well. So please, Dad, help me. Then I pour the rum on the floor. And I say, I need your help. Please guide me. Guide me. I can do my best, but at the moment, I'm wearing your dress and I'm playing your drums. I need your help. Please help me. Then I put the rum on the floor. And I know you will hear this message and support me and let this performance goes on very good, a successful one. Thank you for your acceptance that I can play your drum and I can wear your costume also. Then I put the rum on the floor, take a bit of it. Then we went to the second set. Wow! I was like, I don't know. I think in that moment I was Kofi Missiso, not Peter Donko. Peter Donko was not on that second set. It was Kofi Missiso playing. Because me myself, if I hear what is coming from my fingers, I was like, wow. You know, sometimes you play some rhythms that you don't realize, and then suddenly your mind click. You hear it yourself, and your mind, at the 1 second that your mind come on, that rhythm vanish. You are like, whoa, no. Then we are in the mood, and I got in the mood. I was playing very good. And you know, Beda and Mike have almost about 2 drums. Beda is playing bell with his legs and playing 2 drums with support. So if you listen to us and you are far away, you will think that it's a drummers set drummers who are playing. But if you come, you will see that we are only 3. Because Beda is playing the maracas, 1 hand, drum, 1 hand, and then his foot is playing the bell. And Mike is also there. So it was so great. I like it so much. And then we went to the tour finish, and I was always looking forward that Sir Missiso will come to Switzerland, so I'll get a chance to meet him personally, so I can introduce myself to him and say, Sir, I've been watching you since I was at my age of 10 years, 11, I've been watching you in a children's park. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. Now I'm the one who replaced you in the last time you were not here. So thank you for accepting me to wear your costume and play your drums. But I didn't get a chance. Every time I was thinking you will be here. But I was all the time waiting that Beda will bring him, and then I'll get a chance to give him a thank. And you know, these are our heroes. They started and we don't know anything about music. And for me, by that time, I know how to make noise with instruments. I can take a rubber can or gallon, metal can, and play it the way I want to play it. And if I go to the church, for the church, I know how to play the bass drum. That's when I can give it good. And then if I go to the fetish drumming also, I know how to play the kagang. So they accept me to play. But to play the traditional group, I never get a chance. Except when I was in the Dogbe primary school. There we do drama and traditional music. So, but to join, to see elderly people and doing the cultural music, I saw a bit with Francis Evi in Roman Nima, but with our center and the one Odehe in the end turned to cultural ballet. That's where I saw the art itself. I feel pain that I didn't get a chance to thank him for him accepting me on that day, that I could use his drum and I could wear his costume. I didn't get a chance. But his name will never vanish in this world, because every teacher you meet, either is from America, is from Europe, or whatever, if they don't ask for Mr. Mustafa Teteade, they will ask of Kofi Missiso. Do you know Kofi Missiso? And I was looking forward that I will meet him personally, so that if people ask me, then I can tell them finally that, oh, I met him. But I always say, oh, I didn't meet him, but I was presenting him once in the cultural ballet. They went to tour with Beda and Mike, and I get a chance to take his position. But I'm looking forward that I will meet him so I can give him a thank, because they are our hero. And we will follow their footsteps. For that, I know. Mr. Missiso, he teach a lot of artists who I don't know personally. Sometimes I get Usmanu, I met also in Kofi Kwashi's group. He came and danced AkA, so I met Usmanu. And then, you know, you can see that these are people from Kofi Missiso, really. I don't know, but I hear that he was also there in Kofi Missiso also. And then you see Chami Achana them, and you will see somebody like Mike. I work with Mike a lot in schools. And if we go to the Basel school, the international school, they call him Mr. Energy. Because, you know, he teach and the children like him. And you know, he really tell them that we are not joking here. And they call him Mr. Energy. And you can see the signature from Mr. Missiso. And then you can see the signature also from Mr. Missiso from Beda. Because Beda also was in cultural ballet. And if we are playing with Beda, if you are far away and they tell you it's a Swiss playing that drum, you won't believe it, because Beda really learned Learn from cultural ballet. You know, if he's playing, you can hear that he's playing. Not this kind of sulala sulala. No, 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 no. Playing. You know. From who? Sir Missiso. And his signature is everywhere. And we will follow his footsteps. And thank you very much. With your respect, thank you. And we will follow your footsteps. We will give it all. Your signature will never wipe away. Your name will be forever and ever, because you are the ones who really promote our Ghanaian art and music outside Ghana. Thank you. May your soul rest in peace.